Hey team, it's Amy, and I wanted to talk to you about Plexus culture today. And it's something that the Jules have been talking a lot about lately, and it's something that has been weighing on my mind and on my heart. And so I wanted to make sure that I was sharing with you so that you know what Plexus executives and Jules are hoping for and expecting of our ambassadors. And that is, we have to realize that as leaders, we are being duplicated, right? So, right or wrong, whatever we're doing, people are following our lead. So, we need to make sure that what we're doing is the best interest of the company and the best interest of our ambassadors. So, the first thing that I wanted to talk about is the way that we're signing ambassadors these days. And I know that we're all signing wholesale ambassadors, and that is totally fine. I was one of those wholesale ambassadors. I wanted to sign for the discount, but I was also pre-qualified at the time, because Rick was going to be doing the products with me. And so, we were going to be having over $100 in PV. We were going to be having $200 in PV, and that's really what you want to make sure is happening. If somebody is only going to have $100 or $110 in PV a month, they should not be an ambassador. They should be a preferred customer. Okay, so when I ask if someone wants to be an ambassador, or when I'm offering that, I always say, if you think you can share the products with at least a few of your friends. And so that way the person has it in their head that they're not just going to be taking the products themselves and getting this at a wholesale price. They're actually having to share or talk about the products to get it at the price that we pay. So that's really important to really start putting your mindset on that if you're not already doing that, to do that, because here's why. It really affects our pay points. Those ambassadors that sit at $100 or $109 every single month, they drive our pay points way down. And some of you may be saying, well, I haven't really seen a big significant drop in my check or increase in my check regardless of what the sales are like. But let me tell you, it can make a huge impact. As an example, a gold ambassador who has 100 points and the pay point is $3.20, that's $320 in your check. But let's say the pay point drops down to $2.83, that drops to $283 in your pocket. That's a difference of $37. And $37 may not be a lot of money to some people, but that's paying part of a bill or maybe a new pair of shoes or a dinner out. So $37 is a lot of money. But let me tell you where it comes into really big money, and that's when you hit diamond, which we're all going to be diamond one day, right? So diamond ambassadors have to have 4,500 points. If you multiply that by $3.20, you get $14,400. It's a ton of money, right? $14,400. Now here's the thing, if the pay point is $2.83, that drops down to $12,735. That's a difference of $1,665. So I hear you. You're saying to me, well, I'm not a diamond yet. But we want to make sure that we're creating the right culture for our team and we are being duplicated in the right way, because it's going to be a domino effect. So if you're teaching your team that it doesn't really matter right now, what's going to happen is when you're diamond, you're really going to feel the effects of that teaching. So be aware of how you're explaining joining the team as a wholesale ambassador. Make sure you're pre-qualifying them, that they're willing to share it with at least a few of their friends or maybe their husband or their mom. Somebody is going to take the products with them. The other thing is, if this is how you've been doing it, it's okay to change now, right? Because we all have to learn on our journey that maybe we weren't doing things right from the beginning. And I had amazing leadership, but we all kind of came into it without really knowing what we were doing. None of us had been in network marketing before, and so it was, just a learning game from the very beginning. And so if that's how you've been taught, now is the time to change it, and it's okay to change, because I know I've had to. So it's okay to change the way that you're thinking and that you're doing your business. So I want you all to start today. A couple other things that I wanted to talk about is, the one thing is offering incentives. And I am one person that fully believes in investing in your business and that it takes money to make money. What I don't agree with and what our management, our executive team and all of the other jewels and leaders in the company do not agree with is undercutting other ambassadors consistently by offering incentives around the clock. So what that means is it's okay to have um, a birthday special. It's my birthday, and this weekend I'm going to give you, X amount off. Or I'm going to pay your joining fee, whatever it may be. But you want to make sure that you're not doing that all the time. You also want to make sure, I know this isn't happening on our team, but I just want to put it out there because I've heard it happening on other teams, and that is you want to make sure that you're not saying, oh, don't join so-and-so because she's not offering the $34.95 back right now, and I am. So we want to make sure that we're positioning our words right and that the incentives that we're offering are timely and that they're short in time. And it's okay to incentivize your team. Just make sure that what you're doing is duplicatable. So for me, that meant and remember, my story is, my family, we were extremely in debt when I started Plexus, and we still are in debt. But I looked at the money that I made in the very beginning as I had to invest it in order to get where I wanted to go. And so as I was ranking up, as a thank you to my team, I was giving some of that money that I was getting in my bonus back to my team through incentives and contests and things like that. That's okay to do. That's okay to run, monthly and do those kind of things all the time as long as it's duplicatable, as long as what you're offering as a gold ambassador is not a $500 prize, right? Because most gold ambassadors are not going to be able to do something like that. So you want to just be aware of what your team is seeing you do because they want to do what you're doing. And you want to make sure that they can do what you're doing and what you're offering. The other thing that I wanted to chat about is something that's been happening a ton across the board in Plexus lately. And I just want to share with you that what it's doing is not creating a very positive thing. And that is signing an ambassador without a welcome kit this month to get them active. The thought is it's kind of selfish, right? Because we're wanting that ambassador to get active so that we can have points for ourselves to potentially rank up or whatever it is that we need. And I know that a lot of you get someone to, get that ambassador to purchase their welcome kit next month. Here's what happens though. The person that buys a kit month one statistically stays around at least double the length of time than an ambassador that doesn't buy a kit or that buys a kit month two. Because here's the trend that we're seeing, and this is across the board. Let's say you joined in March and you joined and went active immediately. You're worth 5 points to me, right? You're my level 2. Then in April, you purchased your welcome kit because that's what your person that enrolled you encouraged you to do. Your AQ is set off, so you technically trick the system into seeing, well, it's not really tricking, that's just how it happens, into seeing that you're commission qualified, but you're not worth any points to me. So whether we sign them month one with a kit and they're not active and they're 0 points, or we're doing it the opposite way, it really doesn't matter. Now I hear a lot of you saying to me, well, some of these people are getting customers right off the bat. That's fine. That's great if that's really what's going to happen, but we know it doesn't always happen. So we want to make sure that what we're doing and what we're sharing is what is right for the company. Plexus designed welcome packs for a reason because they keep people sticking around longer. Here's what happens month 3, and I've been seeing this for the past 6 months. Month 3, so month 1 they're active right away. Month 2 they buy a kit. Month 3 they're white line. Why? Because they have all of that product from month 2 that they still have to use up. Now everybody could have great intention of turning that white line back on eventually, but unless they're seeing immense success right now, right off the bat, we all know that that may not happen. Okay, so really think about how you're training and coaching your ambassadors that are signing on. I really want to encourage those of you that are using this style to rethink your style because I can show you statistically in reports that it is not working overall in the long run. It is not. Again, if they're going to come on with customers right away, that's fine if that's what you want to do, but it's just not the way that the Plexus culture wants us to be doing it. So, just think you want to have integrity with everything that you do. You want to lay your head down on your pillow at the end of the night and feel good about what you do and how you're doing it. And again, if you were one of the ambassadors that was trained this way or you came in this way, it's not too late to switch. It's not too late to change and do it the right way. I will also tell you that our welcome packs, while they may not be extremely they may not be exciting right now and they're kind of lackluster and dull, I will tell you that exciting things are coming with them. However, in the meantime, think about creating that excitement for that ambassador, right? We create the excitement on our Facebook pages and in our groups, and we create that by what we say and how we say it and the way that we position our words. Make it no different when our new ambassador gets the welcome kit. Say, hey, text me when your kit comes in. I want to see you take a selfie with it and post it and say, hey, I've got something new and exciting coming up. I can't wait for y'all to hear what I'm doing next. Create that culture and that excitement for them because they don't have it in them yet. We have to be the ones that drive that home in our teams, and that is duplicatable. Okay? So I hate that I had to have this, hard talk with y'all tonight and bring this down a little bit, but it really needed to be said. It's something that's been weighing on my heart and my mind, and I hope that you all are receptive to it. And if you're doing these things, that you're open to change so that you are more duplicatable. Remember, we're one Plexus. We are an amazing team. We are growing at an incredible rate. Let's just keep those pay points up. Let's keep those white lines down. And I hope you all have a great night. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.